Good evening and welcome back to Twin State Sports. I'm Nicole Menner. Ben Howland and the Mississippi State men's basketball program were looking to bolster their front court by adding San Jacinto College transfer Jethro Tashumpa. Tashumpa comes to Starkville as a 6'10", 260-pound forward who spent his freshman year at Arizona State. The big man averaged 8 points and 6.5 boards while blocking 116 shots to rank third in the NJCAA for San Jacinto. Out of high school, he was an ESPN Top 100 player who signed with the Sun Devils. Out of high school, playing in 26 games with 5 starts. He tallied 55 boards and 25 blocked shots as a freshman. The number 4 ranked Ole Miss and Southern Miss met at Trustmark Park last night, but the Golden Eagles couldn't do much to stop the Ole Miss offense after a 6-run second inning. USM gave up 6 runs on 6 hits in the frame, including a 3-run shot from Ole Miss's Chase Cockrell. The 11-3 win marked the 4th straight time the Rebels have ousted the Golden Eagles. Ole Miss is now 28-6 on the season, and they travel to Nashville Friday for a series with Vanderbilt. The NFL officially released their 2018 preseason schedule today. The New Orleans Saints will play their first preseason game on the road in Jacksonville against the Jags. Week 2, the Saints will return home to host the Arizona Cardinals, whom the Saints have a perfect 5-0 preseason record against. Week 3 will send the Saints to the West Coast to face the LA Chargers for the 2nd consecutive preseason, and New Orleans will close out with Game 4 at home against the Rams. The Atlanta Braves were visiting Washington today for their final game in a series with the Nationals. Now, the Braves fell in the first 2 games, and entering today, the 2 teams were tied for 2nd place in the NL East with 6-5 records. Trouble, though, came for Atlanta in the 5th when starting pitcher Brandon McCarthy ran to cover first base on a grounder, and he grabs his shoulder in pain. It's his non-throwing one, but it would end up being a partial dislocation, so he would leave the game. And now on to what would end up really being the start of the game. The 9th inning, the Nats were down 2-1, but Matt Adams launches a solo home run to tie things up and push extra innings. So here we go. In the 11th, Braves catcher Kurt Suzuki sends one to the left field quarter, just hitting the seats for his 2nd home run of the day, and the Braves take the lead. But hey, it was a day game, no one in a rush to leave, so the Nats keeping this thing going after a Howie Kendrick double, bringing in Bryce Harper from second base, so things all tied up again at 3. The Braves, though, getting their moment in the 12th with the bases loaded for Peter Bourjos. A base hit to right would score 2, and the Braves end up winning it 5-3. In keeping with the Atlanta Braves, they have a new training center in the works in Southwest Florida. The facility will feature over 6,000 fixed seats and 2,500 general admission spots and is expected to be ready for the Braves by the 2020 spring training season. For now, fans can take a virtual tour of the $100 million park to get a sneak peek. And here's something to close out. Don't we all just love a good old baseball brawl? Tempers flaring over in Denver as the Rockies and Padres were wrapping up a series. Padres pitcher Luis Perdomo threw a pitch behind Rockies third baseman Nolan Arenado. And Arenado not happy with that, clearly charging the mound, throwing some haymakers, and the bench is clear. A full-out brawl in Denver, and I'm sure we'll be seeing a few suspensions coming from this one, and quite a few more baseball brawls to come this season.
Let me say this. I think that was I mean, they've been fighting for the last couple of nights.
Yeah, so last night kind of started things, so some retaliation today.
Tension's building up between these, yeah.
You always like that. After a bad pitch, somebody hitting somebody else, and next thing you know, everybody is kung fu
I don't like
fighting.
that. I'm not into the fighting.
Oh, come on,
You want to see
Ann.
fighting, you go see maybe hockey.
Come on, Ann.
I always love, though, the glove throw that happens.
Or like when they put it down on the,
brace yourself and don't throw the
now.
glove because it never goes in the right direction.
All right.